Time for Animal Band, or The Animal Band. Excuse me. Page 6 and 7 of the Bastien Performance Level 1 book. This is actually a more involved song, and it's meant to take place over 3 lessons from the piano books. 10 and 11 is one lesson, where this is assigned originally. 12 and 13, it goes along with this, and then 14 and 15. So this can be a very fun and rewarding piece. We're going to start off with a demonstration, and then go back and look at how to attack and understand and learn this piece a little bit better. 1, 2, ready, go. So that's a little bit slower than what you're going to end up wanting to be with this one. Well, we've got the introduction and the coda. There's really nothing to those. You should be able to get those right off the bat. Let's take a look at the A section, where animals are marching, playing in the band. It is a super band, best band in the land. Horrible lyrics, fun little song. All right, so we've got the melody in the right hand. And it switches to the left hand. All right, that's going to happen twice in the song. The left hand part during that is just the C chord and the 1 chord and the 5/7 chord, which corresponds to what's going on in the piano book. The only time it doesn't have that is when it has part of that melody there on the bottom, the beginning of the bottom line of page 6. All right, so you got animals are marching, playing in the band. It is a super band. Then you're going to go right back to playing soft in the left hand. Remember, the left hand needs to be softer because it doesn't have the melody. When it does have the melody on super band, then it can play loud. Then it goes right back to soft. So here's the A section, those 8 measures. So once you, I would work on the A section, isolate those 8 measures, play right hand, then left hand, put the hands together. That happens again on page 7, lines 3 and 4. It's identical. Same words, same everything. All right. And then the little outro is a lot like the beginning, but just a little bit easier. And instead of ending on a 5/7 like the first one does, it ends on a 1 chord. We do have that middle section where it changes a little bit. The left hand gets the melody for 2 lines. That's the top of page 7. Then the next line, it's going to have E flat, and it's going to be piano. Then it goes right back into the A section. So here is 1, 2, 3, measures 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Or left hand. Bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And what I would do, it doesn't say this, it says that whole line should be piano, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense to go. right back into that. So that descending, the G, F, E, D, in the left hand, you can go ahead and crescendo that. Play each note a little bit louder than the last one. Now the tricky part is once you're done with that, you've got to go right back to playing soft with the left hand. Because the right hand needs to take over there. Now let's look at the right hand. The right hand is just going to have these little echoing patterns in the part where the left hand has the melody. So just make sure that you're not playing them too strong. Alright, those are just like an accompaniment. They shouldn't be like... It's just not as musical. Then you get to the piano part. It has to be very soft. Then the right hand gets louder again. You get back into the A section. So you can practice these sections isolated, but the only part where you're going to have to work on getting from one to the other is that left hand melody back into the A section. That's the only time when you have a connecting line. Everything else is always like a whole note, and then the new section starts. So that's going to be a little bit more tricky. Learning that left hand section on page 7, isolated, and you've already learned that isolated, then you're going to have to put them together. So go back like to right here and practice those 4 measures. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, bum, and then go right back to it until you get that nice and smooth. That's all there is to it. Another thing with this song, just like some of the other songs in the piano book and the technical book this time, you can read this or play this in other keys. So you can play this like in G. So you just take your C position, C, D, E, F, G, move that down to G. And you can play it, and it's going to sound the same even when you play the accidentals. Now, I say sound the same. It's going to be in a major key just the same way. All the relationships between the notes are the same. Alright, so that's what you can do with Animal Band. There's other ways that you can move it around. Let me go ahead and put that here in this lesson. So we've got C, we can play it in. We basically need to be able to play a flat key of what our third finger is on. So you can even, I wouldn't do it in B just because it's going to sound really weird. I mean, it might be fun, but can't do it there. We did it in G. You can do it in F. That would sound a little interesting because then you're going to have that note. I'm just going to do the A section here in F. So it does have a different characteristic sound. You can also do this in D. No, sorry, E. That's going to sound weird too. Here's the A section in D, E. Very interesting. You can do this in, we already did G position, and that's pretty much it. There's like 3 or 4 positions you can do this in. So it's a fun piece. It's a lot of cool little things happening on there, especially for level 1 students, and have fun with it.